Hey guys, we are back where we left off. And whenever I left off, I came across this. Yep, we found, let's just have a look. This combo scrap. This is part of her combination to her locker. I did not realize until after I was already through the game that my recording had messed up, so sadly I have played through the rest of it, but I'll try to keep it as immersive for you guys as I can. I apologize, and let's go. So last thing we found was this. The Green Glacier, Part 2. Heaven at the edge of the world. I'm not going to be reading through all of this. Sorry guys. I'll leave you guys to read through it. I'm probably just going to hold on each page for a bit so that you guys can, like, if you want to, you can just pause, read through it, and then I will move on to the next page. So, this book, the way this came through, this does explain the Halloween costume. Like, quite clearly, it explains the Halloween costumes. First mate was a guy, now it became a female. That's how it fit in with Lonnie and Sam. So, yeah. I just thought that Lonnie was kind of cross-dressing, but I was wrong. Anyway. Let's just put that back. Let's see. That was pointless, but you guys will understand why at the end of it. There's actually a pretty big reason why I went through and I did that. But let's see. That was beside Dad's office. That was that secret door. If we go over here, then we come across, should be, yeah, here we are. So here we are. Examine show flyer. The Misfits. Saturday, October 29th. Plus special guest Maidenhead and Steiga and 306 West Franklin Street. At Steiga. Yeah, Steiga. I don't know how to say that.
At Todd's brother's place after the show, there was only a futon to sleep on, so Lonnie and I shared it. The lights went out.
Oop.
I was turned toward her. My eyes started to adjust, and then I could see she was looking at me, too. In the dark, she smiled. My heart was beating so fast. I rolled over. I felt so, I don't know, nervous. After a minute, she put her arm around me and was so close and whispered in my ear, "I really like you." I just nodded my head, and I really hope she could tell. I really hope that she meant what I think she did. I felt like a shook-up can of soda ever since. I hope we have the chance to talk before I explode.
So, while that was playing, we went ahead and went towards this next secret area. And we have the Ouija board. So this is the board that they were using whenever they were talking to Oscar, the original guy who gave the house to Terrence. Stick around, guys. I'm going to be making a part 3 which kind of pulls together some of the different aspects to this story that you guys, sorry, country coming through there, you guys might have missed. Because I know I did until I looked more into the game. So here's the last number of the combination. Yeah. I'm sorry, I spoiled some of that. So this is the questions that they asked. They asked hi, and then asked who it was. It was Oscar. Oscar Myers. No. Oscar, as in the original owner who left the house to his nephew Terrence. And he said he wanted to come back. But before they could finish, they must have ended the game so that he could not finish that statement. So let's go ahead, let's come over here, let's see. Let's have a look Yes, I did open this a minute ago. I haven't actually gotten anything out of here yet. So this is Lonnie. While replaying through the game, I also uncovered a photo of Lonnie in her military outfit at downstairs next to the obituary notice.
Lonnie came over today, but everything was different. She was sitting at my desk chair, and she wouldn't look at me. Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think... But I said no. There was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say... But I couldn't find the words. It felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad. She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.
So, what we found in here, there's a pack of cigarettes, some shirts, looks like she shoplifted a bit, and a gentleman's magazine. So, yeah, that's interesting to note. And then we found a key. Basement key. Haha! Guys, we gotta go to the basement. That sounds really creepy. Never mind. We're still going to the basement, but forget I said it like that. Let's see. Basement, 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 basement. Should be this way. Sorry. Got a text. Had to answer it. Just kidding. I'll probably like bleep that out. Basement should be right over. I didn't actually read that. So here we go into the basement. Now, the first time I played through this, I actually never went into the basement. And I'm quite curious to see if I will uncover anything new this time around compared to that time. So let's have ourselves a look through and see what we find, shall we? Oh gosh, Sam, what have you gotten us into this time? There's a 3-ring binder. Notes. Dear Sam, I would like to cordially thank you for having me to your abode for the Thanksgiving holiday with your lovely family. I enjoyed the flavorful potatoes, and also it was weird being around your parents for that long, but it was pretty fun. Funny how impossible it is for your dad not to be awkward for more than 30 seconds at a time. Very cordially yours, your close friend and confidant, Lonnie D. Dear Miss DeSoto, allow me to take this opportunity to thank you in kind for being such a gracious host of the festivities at your father's estate, following the aforementioned meal with my parents. Your family's Thanksgiving feast was far more enjoyable of the two events, I must say. I especially appreciated the time I spent with your grandmother, who is a lovely woman with sterling taste and a refined air. Let's do it again sometime next year, shall we? Same time next year. Okay, that makes more sense. So that's interesting. I guess they went to each other's Thanksgivings. What is... Oh, these are all our things. Look. Katie, Katie, Katie. Oh, boy. Yep, she actually did the assignment. Unlike her sister, who kind of... Well, you guys know. Read letter. Reed College. Dear Samantha, congratulations, I am pleased to inform you of your admission to the creative writing track. This came in January 24th, so she got over to it. She was able to get in. Please remember to submit the attached form if you wish to be eligible for one of the 3 Reed full-time undergraduate scholarships to be awarded to exemplary students at the end of each summer program.
I'm so stupid sometimes. I was telling Lonnie that I got into my college summer program thing, and I was all making plans like, you should come visit me and stay in my dorm room. But she said, Sam, I ship out on June 6th. I was like, ship out? To where? She said, to basic training. What did you think I was doing all that ROTC stuff for? I guess she's been planning to join the army right after high school since she was like 12. And I guess she's really going to do it. So I was like, after graduation, I'm just never going to see you again? She said, let's just have fun while we can.
Alright. So, it sounds like Lonnie was going to be shipping out away from home to go into the military, which, that makes sense. She'd been talking about it. They've mentioned that in a few of the other audio files. But, the father's love and encouragement. So this is a note to Terrence about his first publication of The Accidental Savior. It seems like he's being congratulated, that much is obvious. But it also sounds like his dad was kind of he was critiquing him. You can do better. Well, you know, you can always do better, guys. No matter what, we can always do better. Alright, what's here? That's Mom's citizenship. What's over here? Anything in here? Ooh, a book. Mason's Pharmacy. So that's a book from her uncle. We'll put that over there. This does explain where they were putting their smoking habits to good use. I don't know about y'all, but that certainly does look like an ashtray in hiding. Let's go over here. I don't want to go there yet. Let's have a look, because there's an open room right here. Girl Scout, the band formerly known as Cub Scout. Set list. A role model, authority, main squeeze, telling stories, instruction, first mate, self, Girl Scouts denial.
Todd's band lost their singer. Todd said he sucked. Lonnie said he got sick of Todd's shit, and he was complaining about needing a new singer. So Lonnie was like, I can sing. And they were all kind of like, you can? And she was like, probably. But she's been rehearsing with them for like a week now. And I finally got to see them play in Todd's basement today. And she's actually really amazing. I feel so proud when she's on stage. It's incredible being in awe of someone you love. So everybody knows it's like a temporary situation till she ships out in June. But till then, I'm gonna be at every single show.
So it sounds like this was kind of their hidden area. I am so happy you like the drawing. I was thinking of us when I drew it. I knew you'd be able to tell. You'd love Mexico. I think, probably. The nature here is totally different than back home. I keep thinking about Allegra and the first mate lost on a mysterious island where even the plants are out to get them. Then I think of them together out there in the wilderness together, and I start thinking of you again. I lie here in bed and I almost feel you. I've been trying to save it up for when we're together again. I haven't done a good job, okay? But I tried. So... okay, enough about that. Your last letter got to me the day before we start driving back north. We'll be racing this letter home. I get home first, we can read it together. And yes, I'm taking tons of photos. We will spend so much time in the darkroom. Lonnie. What's this? I'm not sure I want to read that. Yeah, I wouldn't either, but like, oh well. That was an interesting scenario. So, in the last video, I got a copyright strike for having that playing, so I'm gonna have to leave it out, which stinks. But let's play just as 11 seconds. I'm not going to take any risks. I got a copyright strike last time. So over here we have this room. There's a safe right here. I don't know what the combination is. I imagine it's around here somewhere. And then there's Arbor Hill first floor plan. So this is sort of the area. This is where we haven't been yet. That's the next place on our list to go. And then here it looks like Terry. Age 6 at 1957, age 7, age 8, age 9 in 1960, age 10, age 11, age 12, 1963, Thanksgiving. So I do wonder... let's go over here. I want to look in... oh. So the light doesn't work. I can't see anything in here. Surely there's something in here. Like, surely. Come on. Turn off that light. Okay, it looks like there's a stack of wood. Oh. See, I knew there was something in there. What do we have? A toy. Why is there a toy in the back room? Whose toy is in the back room? Like, what were not Terry, what were, the girls doing in there? Thanksgiving, 1963, 1960, 1957. We're going to try each of those. '57. 1960 and 1963. Hey! So, we've got hydrogen peroxide. What's up here? Bilirubin. Not to be used with appendicitis, abdominal pains, nausea, vomiting. Except on competent medical advice. So there's syringes. Box. What's in the box? One syringe, sterile needle of poison, solution of morphine tartrate, which may be have it forming. So I guess that's morphine. Another morphine. Oh, come on, put it back. Bottle. Oil of clove. If someone knows what oil of clove is, let me know, because I have no idea. Aquatone. Sodium sulfosinate, I think. Chloric acid. Occasional constipation. And then it looks like there is a letter in here, guys. Return to sender. Mary Greenbrier, I think it says. Dear sister, okay, this is coming from Oscar Mason. I unite what shall be my last appeal to go unanswered one way or the other. I feel a prisoner as on an island with no jailer, no human, and for only my one and for consume? If you all can read that, let me know what it says. Only my one mind cramming itself, reaching for relief, searching for relief. I'm just skipping the words I can't read. In the years since transgression, I have sought no absolute, only one forgiveness. In good faith, I have removed myself from all temptation, unified to prove. No, that's not what it said. Sanctified to prove my commitment. However, I can imagine, since mother's passing, I have yearned for nothing more than the acknowledgement of my own kin, to be treated as human again. I breathe the air of human about me more by even a wretch like me, and be saved, but I do not expect it. If no response is received, I shall henceforth accept my sentence, and one day simply cease to be. With a brother's love always, Oscar Mason. So it sounds like he did something pretty bad. Like really bad. For his sister to not acknowledge him for so long. So, I guess with that, there's something more here. Grab postcard. Hey! Hey Sam, I'm writing to you from Multnomah Falls. I'm here on a stupid class trip, which is stupid because it's March and I don't know if anyone running the school has been to Oregon, but it's still cold and rainy as shit in March. Wish you were here. Oh wait, you are here because I'm writing this to you in the gift shop, and oh shit, here you come. L. That's...
They tell you to stick with the group on field trips, Katie. There's a reason for that. Lonnie and I snuck off on the side paths at Multnomah Falls and got a little lost. Okay, a lot lost. Like, for hours. Right before the bus left, we found a trail and came running down the path, soaked and covered in mud, shouting for the bus not to leave. The school called home. Mom and Dad said, "You didn't get into trouble like this before you met that Lonnie girl." But I don't think they know about us. The kids at school, though, I'm really afraid that's a whole other story. Stick with the group, Katie. Stick with the group.
You know, who wants to stick with groups? Oh. That's cute. So I guess maybe she was thinking about getting one of those for them. Actually, hold on. I'm curious. I feel like I've missed something in here. Ooh, corner. 2 half-heart. Yep. I admit I'd seen that before and I didn't want to leave that little factor out. She did in fact buy the bracelets, or the necklaces for her and Lonnie. So... I can't read that. That seems like something I should be able to read. Anyways, let's keep it going. Ooh. The shoppers of Main Street were surprised today at the announcement that Mason's Pharmacy would change ownership for the first time since it opened 10 years ago. Rumors swirled that the sudden sale of the pharmacy was transacted for a song. When asked about speculation that the deal had been signed for as little as $1. Mr. Samuel Onstein, Oscar Mason's longtime assistant, is now proprietor, told the Register, "The specifics will remain between myself and Mr. Mason." Mr. Mason had taken sick and was unavailable for comment. So I guess Granddad, Uncle, sold his pharmacy. Alright, so let's have a look. Let's go upstairs. Yay! Let's see where this goes, guys. Oh. Coolest stuff about being the psycho house girl. Cool thing number 1. Everybody in the hall thinking you don't know they're looking at you and whispering as you walk past because I guess they haven't heard of peripheral vision. Skeletons and devils, cheerleaders from the Smell Like Teen Spirit video. One girl dressed as Jackie Kennedy. That's the light of mom and dad situation, but it was so... Okay, so this is... That's what she had said earlier. So maybe that has something to do with the future. I actually don't know, guys. That's one thing I didn't actually notice until now. Let's look side. Terrorist. Alright. Can we listen to it from side B? Can we? Can we? No, we can't. Darn. Dear Miss Greenbrier, I appreciate the time and effort you put into writing your letter. It showed initiative and was well written. But it does not change my mind. While I understand that Miss DeSoto is a friend of yours, the fact of the matter is that she defaced school property with profanity. The fact that she allegedly defaced her own in retaliation for another student doing the same to yours is immaterial. As to your complaint that no other student has been punished for their part in this, the fact is that no guilty party has come forward and there has been no convincing evidence as to who might have defaced your locker. There is no one to punish. I would suggest letting the issue drop, as it will only bring more unwanted attention on yourself, which is, I believe, what you claim this whole incident began with in the first place.
I don't get Lonnie sometimes. Like, her band, and our zine, and her hair, and everything are all anti-authority. But I watch her in JROTC, and she's doing drills in perfect formation. Following orders, no question. And there's all this stuff in the news about don't ask, don't tell. Like, she's going to join the army and then have to lie? About who she is? She said they don't need to know what they don't need to know. Like it was no big deal. This from the girl who trashed her locker to, defend my honor. I've learned when to stop arguing, though. I don't think Lonnie even gets Lonnie sometimes.
Sounds like Lonnie has some pretty interesting takes on the world. So I guess I just found this. One of those ways led into the area that we don't have access to until now. It says, it's basically, from the look of it, Bruce Pendleton is offering conservationist Greenbrier, which is her mom, a new posting. So she's getting a English, guys. it's important. Pay attention to your English. Basically it seems like her mom is being offered a upgrade. Or not upgrade. Sorry, I'm thinking technology. A promotion. There we go. That's the English language. Hey Lonnie, sorry, my mom was such a jerk last night. She's hardly ever around since her forest is like an hour away. And then when she is home, she takes it out on you, like because you're not a member of the family, she knows you won't call her on it. And I apologize. And the red must be Lonnie's response, as I've discovered. I'm sure y'all have noticed that too, but still. It's okay, I know she's just jealous of our cool and freewheeling lifestyles. I feel sorry for you. I'm lucky my mom lives in Florida. You have to have a mom every day. I didn't mean to bring up the mom thing like that. I know I shouldn't complain. No, I'm serious. My mom is a crazy Christian and her new husband Don is a tool. Living in Florida with her is her eternal punishment in my mind. So you wouldn't rather live with your mom in Florida. Followed by a a rather entertaining graphic. What's this textbook? Spanish. What's this stub? Earth, Wind, and Fire. I saw some stuff for that back on her mom's pages. Back in the wall in her bedroom. Sam. This doll was the coolest thing I found in Mexico. And it was like $3. I love it. Merry Xmas, miss you. L. P.S. Treasure it always. Okay, so I guess L gave, you know who, gave her a skull to look to treasure. And let's have a look in here. Come on, surely there's something in here. I've looked in here twice and I haven't found anything, so I'm like, I know there's something in here, but I want to find it. Nope. Empty closet. Examine scene, kicking against the... yeah. Disciplinary referral, distributing inappropriate materials on school grounds. Note, Sam, since you refused to hear us out this afternoon, your mother and I are putting this in writing so that we are clear. You are grounded for the rest of the month, from social and telephone privileges, and from using your car for anything, except going to and from school. We understand what you are going through, but we can't allow you to continue with this kind of behavior at school. Clearly, one of your privileges, once your privileges are reinstated, we can't allow you to have your bedroom door closed while Lonnie is at the house. This is the last word on the matter. Get back on course so this won't have to happen again. Dad.
I had an interesting talk with Mom and Dad tonight. One you were never gonna need to have. I mean, you've known, right? I've known. I've known since, like, She-Ra. Mom and Dad didn't, I guess. But they saw the zine and the stuff on the locker, and they were like, is there something we should know about you and Lonnie? And so here's the thing. I was prepared for them to be mad, or disappointed, or start crying, or something. But they were just in denial. You're too young to know what you want. You and Lonnie are just good friends. You just haven't met the right boy. It's a phase. That's what I didn't see coming. That they wouldn't even respect me enough to believe me. Well, joke's on them, because they're in for one very long phase.
So, it's pretty clear Sam is gay, lesbian. That's pretty obvious at this point. Her relationship is with Lonnie. That's been very obvious from pretty early on, I think. But anyway, keep in mind this time zone, or this time frame, 1990s, it was very bad to be associated with being gay. Like, it was very frowned upon by the social groups. So it does explain why they were the way they were. So, yeah. I guess that's kind of what was going on, is her parents completely denied that for her, which kind of sucks. Anyways, let's see. This is the pantry. It doesn't look like there's anything in here. Wait, what's this? Dr. Jitters. Yeah, no wonder. It's probably full of caffeine. But that's one thing that a lot of families, I think, end up going through. They all wind up kind of... Parents just have trouble accepting their kids sometimes. My parents are not super accepting of my relationship, and it's not even a bad relationship. It took them a long time to finally kind of be like, alright, fine, do your thing. And even now, they still, they try to enforce things on me that I don't always go for. And sometimes I go against that. That's just part of being a teenager, guys. Parents will try to control you, and you will probably fight back. But anyway, Sam, your mother and I will be away for a long weekend celebrating our anniversary from June 3rd through 7th. We will be camping in the gorge, but we will give you a call on the way home. Sorry, the kitchen is still mid-renovation. Never trust a contractor. $40 is on the table to order pizza while we're gone. Be good. So, I guess the parents went on a camping trip this week? Because this is June 5th, right? That's what I think it was. Let's see, name tag, Sam, ask me about clown combos. That's not a good sign. It is in the trash bin. Lonnie, my parents are leaving town, so we will have the run of the whole house till you leave. Imagine actually spending the night in my room instead of sneaking up to our usual spot in the attic. Not that the attic doesn't have its musty allure, but my bedroom is warmer. We should defile your parents' bed while they're gone. That'll show them. Lonnie, you are gross. Never change. Sam. So I guess I don't like... So I guess when Lonnie came over, that's what I get the vibe of. Guys, so I told you earlier there's a reason why I'm turning on all the lights in this game, and it's Samantha and Daniel were in the woods one day. It was sunny and they were on a adventure, but they went to, okay, this is like when she was little. Okay. It got dark, rainy. Danny said, "Are you scared?" So Samantha said, "No, are you?" They laughed and went more into the bad part. Then they went to a part there was never there before, and there was a ship, a pirate ship on an ocean. Samantha said, "I'll be the captain and you be the first mate." Dana said, I captain? Aye, captain. Okay. And they went on the pirate ship and started sailing away.
Daniel finally came over to get his game. I'd been dreading it. But he brought this story with him that I wrote when we were little. I started reading it, and then there I was, crying at the kitchen table. He asked what was wrong, and I was thinking about how we used to be friends, how much I'd taken for granted. But instead, I told him about school, and Dad, and Lonnie, and then how sorry I was that I wasn't his friend anymore. He gave me a hug and said it was going to be okay. For some reason, I almost believed him.
Alright, so I guess Danny came home, got his games back, for one. For two, her dad got a chance to reprint some of his books. The Accidental Pariah, Unknown Dimension Discovery. So I guess that's a reprint of his book. Wait, hold on. So I told you guys that I was going to be turning on every light that I saw pretty much. And once we started getting near the end, I was going to start turning them off. And that's not accidental. I'm actually doing that for as one of the first notes in the thing back on her door. Her dad commented that she left on all the lights and was as bad as me, Katie. So, yeah, it's ridiculous. But this game has been so awesome to me, I wanted to make it a bit more immersive and sort of replicate it as times change. And I wanted to show Katie to be more different than she was whenever she lived back at the house. This is a note. I wish I knew how to explain it better. The army is this thing I grew up with. It's part of me. My dad's army friends are like family. I've always known it was where I'd end up. I'd never thought of it any other way. I wish things could be different. Maybe someday, when I'm settled on a base and you're done with college and you're a famous writer and I can rebuild a tank engine with my eyes closed, things will be different and we can be together. Until then, Lonnie. So I guess that's the goodbye note from Lonnie, or the note from Lonnie explaining that she is going into the military and that's kind of where she's heading towards. And so for them to be together will not be possible until after that dream is realized. Which is fair. I want to accomplish my dreams and goals as well before I, really do a lot. But whenever you find the right person, then that's not the most important thing when you find the right person. I know now I would happily drop everything to just spend the time with the people that I care for. Because in the end, you've got a lot more time to accomplish your goals than you may realize. Sure, you need to do stuff now to make it happen, but sometimes it's worth it to hold off for a bit. Dear Kaz, I can't tell you what a joy it is to see John Russell back in print. Thank you very much for sending along copies of the new editions. The cover art is really something. I know you said that Unknown Dimension isn't in the business of printing new material, but this revived interest in my work has brought on a wave of inspiration, resulting in a manuscript that completes John Russell's journey, which I think you may find intriguing. It is reflective and introspective without forgetting the excitement and weirdness that Unknown Dimension's readers expect. I hope this might be an exciting new direction for Unknown Dimensions to pursue. At the very least, I am grateful that John Russell's adventures didn't come to an end quite when I thought they had. So I guess we're 44 minutes in. We're coming up towards the end, guys. It's been almost 20 years since John Russell heard the call. Twice he saved the president's life, and he's practically forgotten the days of the future of danger and excitement, the days where he mattered. So when the familiar rip in time opens in front of him, his handlers peer out, he doesn't hesitate. Is the president in danger? No, the life you save this time will be your own. Examine map. Where we'll do it. Secret door, under stairs. Midnight, June 5th. Final preparations are complete. Okay.
We agreed our last night together would be our happiest ever, and we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all. It worked for a while. We had a good time seeing Oscar off, then ran up to the attic to look through our photos, to find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past, and there wouldn't be any more. I didn't know what I was going to do, and I cried, and she held me. She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on. I said I didn't want my life to keep moving without her. That's when she cried too. I was so exhausted. I must have fallen asleep like that, in her arms. In the morning, I woke up, and I was finally alone.
So I guess June 5th is whenever she left. She left, I guess, early today. We got back late tonight. Lonnie left early today. Well then. Oscar, Mason's Pharmacy. That's Oscar. Attic key.
The sunset light in this house is the saddest thing I've ever seen. I just want to sleep. When I'm in the attic, it almost feels like Lonnie could still be here. She's just downstairs. I'm just waiting to hear her pull down the hatch and come running up. Maybe I'll go up to the attic and wait.
I wonder if Sam's up in the attic waiting still. Of course, I know, but that's for you guys to find out. It's actually quite a happy note at the end of this game. Fun fact for y'all. We're coming up on the end of our video, and I wanted to cover something. This isn't just kind of random, this game. It's got a lot of hidden things to it that I will actually go in depth on in a part 3, which is going to be sort of final notes on the game and the hidden secrets behind it. Because there's actually a lot more to this game than you guys realize. A lot more. Yeah, I'm skipping the attic. I don't want to go back down to the attic and turn off all those lights. That place was just confusing to me. But I'll get all these ones. But basically, there's a whole lot of hidden stories in this game, and it's well worth the play. It's a short game. It's only about 2 hours worth of gameplay. But once you get through those 2 hours, it almost has me in tears every time I play through it. It's just a real interesting game. It's awesome. It's very interactive in a very uncommon way. And we're coming up on the end now. We're going up to the attic. Here we are. I'll always remember what we had. Stay strong, kick ass. I love you, Lonnie.
Oh my god. Katie. I fell asleep in the attic, in Lonnie and my old spot, and I missed the first 2 calls. I just barely caught the third one before the machine got it. And it was Lonnie, on a payphone. She'd been on the bus to Basic, and she said she couldn't think of anything but me, and us, and that she couldn't go through with it, with the army and being a part and all of it. And so she got off the bus in Salem. She said, "Sam, I want you to pack up everything you can and get in your car and come find me. And let's just drive until we find somewhere for us." And she asked me if I could do that. And I said yes. Yes.
Alright guys, so that is the end of video 2. Part 2, Gone Home. We found her. Kinda. And with that, we're going to end the video here. Once I open this book, the video will end, or the game will end, and then I'm going to cover some of the hidden things in a part 3 for you guys. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed the playthrough. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, have a blast. Look at the game. Seriously consider getting the game. It was well worth the playthrough. But, I will see y'all later. And my country just went through again. Fun. Anyway, peace out guys.
Katie, I'm so sorry that I can't be there to see you in person, that I can't tell you all this myself. But I hope as you read this journal and you think back, that you'll understand why I had to do what I did, and that you won't be sad, and you won't hate me, and you'll just know that I am where I need to be. I love you so much, Katie. I'll see you again someday.